Well, the transformation journey for Severn Trent was immense. We found ourselves at a point in time where our service was nowhere near our competitors in the sector going through an awful lot of change, and a realisation that our internal processes, our skills and capabilities need to change. So we've had a major transformation programme that's now been running for 5 years or so, and it's a change programme that's around people, processes and technology. You cannot do just one of those things in this sector, you have to do them all. And clearly we've worked on all of those. A major part of that was refreshing our technology base and our partnership work with IBM in choosing to adopt SAP and bringing that into our organisation.
The budget we had for the programme was near to £70 million. It was over an elapsed time of about 2.5 years. It touched all 5,500 employees in our company, some more than others, and it implemented across nearly all of our business processes, from HR to finance, through to our asset creation team and our workforce out in the field and their day-to-day operations.
The SAP programme was one of those underpinning changes. We had a pretty standard old legacy platform, lots of different systems, lots of spaghetti and wiring between them, which functioned, allowed us to do what we did, but didn't allow us to do it very effectively, didn't allow us to integrate things, and clearly we needed to make quite a significant step change there.
So principally SAP, enterprise asset management, plant maintenance, CRM, finance, procurement, HR. We did a significant implementation around SRMs, supplier relationship management. We had Click software, we had mobility. And then we did business objects and business intelligence for reporting.
It's not a straightforward thing. I've done 4 SAP implementations now, and each one is slightly different, but nonetheless the core elements are the same. You have to have the discipline and the rigid program management, and we did have that.
What was impressive about IBM's approach was that they were prepared to work from where we were, rather than bringing in a set of standalone tools and techniques and saying, here, do it this way.
It was a mixed team. We had at peak about 350 people on the program. Half of them were from Severn Trent, the other half from IBM. We had a distributed team, globally working on the program. Obviously a big component of that was here in Coventry and in Birmingham, but we had people working on it from Pune and Kolkata in India, from our London offices in South Bank, and our innovation labs in Harsh.
We worked with the IBM team throughout the SAP implementation, through the blueprinting, through the detailed design, and then through the rollout.
And I found that we had created a very collaborative relationship with IBM, where IBM were willing to trim and tack their approach, compromise, and also, with our support, to steer us in the right direction as well.
They brought a great deal of knowledge and expertise, and particularly in the detailed design stages, they brought a pace and a rigour and a focus that their experience enabled them to direct us in the right places. Without their input, we would not have had such a good implementation as we did.
We're now some year, 18 months into the implementation, and we have seen some very clear, measurable benefits being delivered.
Since we've implemented workforce management and our Click mobile solution and provided mobile devices to our field engineers, what we've been able to do is to make sure their appointments are co-located, so that it reduces travel time, and of course they are moving to the most important job for our customers into the bargain. And what we've been able to do as a result of implementing workforce management is have a much better understanding of what needs doing, when it needs doing, and to be able to allocate that work and the maintenance to the various assets. That way we get a much better understanding of our whole life costs of our assets, determining whether to continue to repair them or whether we need to replace them.
The business benefits from the program relate to how you manage the organisation going forward and how you structure it. SAP drives you through process alignment, and those processes have an organisation to support it. And in effect, we had to take our organisation, shake it up and down, and move to a different place. And we took out 25% of our overheads through simply reorganising what we were doing.
We've moved incredibly in terms of the quality of the service that we deliver, the efficiency with which we do that, and SAP and our involvement with IBM was part of that. Well, our customers now get the lowest combined water and waste charges anywhere in the UK. On many metrics, we're more efficient than most. And they'll continue to receive that as we build upon that and move forward.
And we found that IBM have been extremely active in coming forward with new ideas, helping us look beyond the SAP implementation, looking in terms of business planning and the longer term for the water industry.
I think overall they understood what we were trying to achieve, and by and large we achieved it.
But both parties worked incredibly closely together. We had a common set of values, we had a common aim, we had very strict disciplines about how we ran the programme, and we got to a place where IBM truly became one of our close trusted partners, and hence we got the thing in on time, to cost, with the specification that we said, and by and large it worked on day one.